Hello, Brian and
Becky.
And we're here to tell you about our first week. We took 4 days to go from Washington to Milwaukee, which you all know about, and it was a good trip. What state was the worst?
Either Minnesota,
Yeah.
but the rain in South Dakota was horrible.
Oh, it rained the whole time through, and a lot of rain. But Minnesota, the roads were horrible, so that was
And it
tough.
was really windy because it's real flat, so
Yeah.
you had a hard time keeping the doors on the road.
And then, what else? And then we had a good time in Milwaukee, met up with some friends, met up with some coworkers. It was a good time. And Milwaukee was the first place we saw fireflies. And then the next day we stopped in Ohio, and that night the fireflies were like fireworks. There were so many fireflies.
Yeah, over this pond grass area.
Everywhere. We tried to video it, but we just couldn't get it was just all black.
Because in Washington State we don't have fireflies, so it was pretty exciting for us to see that.
Yeah, it was exciting. Then we're in Gettysburg. So let's talk about our day in Gettysburg. We're in a nice place, Gettysburg Campground. It's a big campground. We got a nice spot, pull through. It's a little short, so we had to pull Stella sideways, our little mini. And this morning we thought we'd wake up at 7 a.m. or something crazy. We keep saying that we're going to get up at like 7, but we never do. And then we went to the visitor center. So if you're ever in Gettysburg, you got to start out at the Gettysburg Visitor Center and do the museum and do the cyclorama, which was really kind of cool. It was this 150-year-old 360-degree oil painting of Pickett's charge, which was really fun to see.
And they put lights on it and story and action, so it makes it feel like it's alive or movie.
Yeah. And then after doing the museum, we spent hours there. We went and started doing the auto tour. We went to the Northern Army of Virginia's battery areas, and it was pretty hot though, so we had to boogie kind of through.
Yeah, it was 94 today, but with the humidity, it felt like 103 according to the phone, and I agree with that, and it was very hot.
Here we are at the Gettysburg National Military Visitor Center. Fun day. It was a hot day. It's still hot. I mean, it's 7 o'clock at night and it's still got to be 80 degrees out here still.
I think it still said it was 91.
Yeah. And we just walked, I don't know, a little ways, quarter mile, to get to this cool sign. And we're going to go. It's 90. Ooh. And we're going to go to the National Military Cemetery now?
Yes.
All right, cool. That's the next stop. Bye.
So we stayed out for probably an hour or two and then came back to the RV and went back out later tonight to go to the cemetery.
National Cemetery.
So we went to the National Cemetery.
Which was the low light of the day. Not because the cemetery was awful, but because I started an argument, or you started an argument, and I yelled about we're going the wrong way, and then you said we're going the wrong way, and I was like, we're going this way, and it was the wrong way. But
so it took us through the regular cemetery, and there was no entrance to the National Cemetery, so we had to backtrack all this way to go out to it, and it was hot and humid.
Yeah.
And all uphill.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was, it was okay.
Went on a little walk. Max got a couple walks a day.
And that was kind of our day. Oh, and we decided instead of going to Paragould, Arkansas, we are going to go to New Orleans. So we're going to go there in 2 weekends, and it'll be fun because our son's going to fly down with one of his friends, so he'll be able to be there for the weekend with us. And otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to see him for the whole 6 weeks.
Shout out
of the
to
trip.
Caleb and Brandon who are coming down. Whoop.
So anyway, that was our day. Walmart cashier recommended that we go to Giant, which was right up the road, and we went there. The checkout line, it was really hilarious.
But you had to be there though.
Yeah, I really should have video recorded it because it was the self-checkout, and as you would scan the items, it would read out loud how much each item was, which was pretty loud.
Yeah.
But then you would put produce on the scale and put the code in.
Put the code in, and it would be like, please move your bananas to your bag. It would like say bananas really loud, or peaches. Move your natural growing peaches to the cart. Then the guy said it was for security reasons, so they could see what they were bagging. It was pretty funny. It's probably not as funny, but it's funny to us because it was kind of funny.
Well, it was shocking at first.
Yeah.
You did not expect it to.
No. It's 10:30 at night, and we just got back from the store. We're gonna put a few things away. We might take Max for another little walk. I don't know. It's pretty dark out, but we'll see. And
but the big thing is tomorrow morning we're heading over to New Jersey, to Jersey City. We're going to stay at Liberty Harbor RV Park on Liberty Harbor. We'll be able to see the Statue of Liberty and the fireworks on the 4th of July right from our RV. And our daughter Chloe is flying over tomorrow night. She's taking a red eye.
Shout out to Chloe. Woo-hoo.
Actually, she's not taking a red eye. She's
No,
just landing at midnight.
She's landing at,
Yeah, so
she's taking a late flight.
Chloe will be coming over for the week, and we're kind of making our
when we were going up over all those bumps and everything, we got a ding in the windshield, which cracked some. And there was already a little existing crack, but like this crack started growing up through the windshield. And so I called insurance and everything. But you can imagine it's a huge piece of glass. The thing's like 5 feet tall, 4 feet wide, or maybe bigger than that.
But both pieces of glass have cracks in them.
And both pieces of glass have cracks in them. So we're going to get those replaced next week sometime, but they've got to ship all the glass from California, and it takes a while. So there may be where we have to drop Doris off at a glass place to get the new glass put in. And we're hoping they can do it in a day so we don't have to go rent a hotel room. And the crack is pretty severe. 2 days ago in the RV, I noticed there was like this light thumping sound, and I kept thinking, oh, it's something in the front, like down where the generator is, was lumping around. So I checked it a couple times. I pulled it out, I looked at it, I couldn't figure it out. Well, it started getting worse and worse, and it hit me that the sound wasn't coming from under the coach, it was coming from right in front. And I leaned forward to listen to it, and I could hear it. It was coming from where the crack is down in the rubber seal. So the windshield is moving around a little bit because of the crack. So we really have to get that taken care of. So we have one more driving day, which should probably be fine. And then we'll see. Hopefully it gets fixed in. Yep, so to all our friends and family, if you want to be reminded of videos, we'll try to put one up at least once a week, maybe 2 times a week. Subscribe down below and click subscribe, and then you'll get an alert for our next video. And you can also go to our blog at readsadventure.com. Becky's has written one. I think we've got a couple up there, but we're going to put more. Becky's got another one that she's writing that we'll have up there pretty soon.
That's it.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.